Ever said yes to something small, only to find yourself agreeing to something much bigger later? That wasn't an accident. It was psychology at work. The compliance ladder is one of the most powerful manipulation tactics used by salespeople, scammers, politicians, and even friends or family members to get you to comply with increasingly bigger demands. It works like this. Start small, gain trust, then escalate. At first it seems harmless, a tiny favor, a simple question. But each step builds momentum, making it harder to say no. Before you know it, you're trapped in a web of escalating agreements. Let's break down how it works, how it's used in real life, and most importantly, how to protect yourself. The key to the compliance ladder is simple. Get a small yes first. Once someone agrees to something minor, their brain starts associating themselves with that choice. They feel the need to stay consistent, so when a slightly bigger request comes, they're more likely to go along with it. Psychologists call this the foot-in-the-door technique, and it plays on our deep-seated need to align our actions with our past choices. If we say yes to something small, our subconscious justifies that decision, making it easier to keep saying yes. Example. Imagine you're walking down the street and a charity worker stops you. Would you sign a petition to support homeless shelters? That's easy, so you say yes. A week later, they ask, would you be willing to donate just $5? Since you already agreed with the cause, saying no now feels contradictory. Then, a month later, would you consider a $20 monthly donation? That's the compliance ladder in action, and it works in every aspect of life. This technique is everywhere, and once you recognize it, you'll start seeing it in every interaction. Sales and marketing. Ever downloaded a free trial and later felt pressured to upgrade? That's because saying yes to using it made you more likely to commit. Limited time offers work the same way. Once you claim a small discount, you're more open to spending. Politics and social movements. Ever noticed how politicians introduce small policy changes first, so that bigger ones seem less extreme later? It's designed to ease people into major shifts without them realizing. Cults and scams. Cults don't ask people to give up everything on day one. They start small. Come to one meeting, then join one activity, then donate a little to the cause. Before long, people are fully indoctrinated. Personal relationships. Ever had a friend ask for a tiny favor, only for them to later ask for something way bigger? It's not always malicious, but it follows the same principle. Once you commit to a role, as a customer, supporter, or helper, you're far more likely to stay in it. Now that you know how the compliance ladder works, how do you break free from it? Recognize the pattern. If someone starts with a small request, ask yourself, where is this leading? Question your commitment. Just because you said yes to something small doesn't mean you owe more. Set boundaries. If you feel pressured, say, I agreed to X, but that doesn't mean I'm comfortable with Y. Use the slippery slope test. Ask, if I say yes now, will I regret where this is heading? Give yourself an out. Before agreeing to anything, add a condition. I can help this time, but I won't be able to in the future. This stops people from assuming continued compliance. The best way to beat manipulation is to see it coming before it happens. Have you ever found yourself saying yes to something small, only to end up agreeing to something way bigger? Drop a comment below. Let's expose these tactics together. And if you want more dark psychology insights on persuasion and manipulation, subscribe now. Because understanding these tricks is the first step to breaking free.